So it's good to jump in here again and talk about BeeKonnected. But I'm excited because we actually have a special guest with us, somebody that we don't always see on a everyday basis. But I'm excited to chat with us here about why she likes BeeKonnected, and that's Angela Ma. Angela, welcome to our little chat here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be a part of these fireside chats with you guys.
Yeah, yeah, very cool. So, Angela, tell us a little bit about yourself. What is it that you do? Where are you from? Where do you live? Just give us the basic, some of the basics of the Angela Ma rundown.
Of course. So, like you said, my name's Angela Ma. I'm a mortgage broker. I live in northern Utah, and I stumbled upon this amazing platform, and I've really loved using it.
Very cool, very cool. And so you're in the mortgage industry. You've been using BeeKonnected for a while, and so you have a really unique perspective on the use cases and what you love about BeeKonnected. But I want to hear, first of all, how did you learn about BeeKonnected? Who brought you to BeeKonnected, or how did you first learn about this platform?
Of course. So I learned about the platform from networking. I did a lot of these virtual networkings, kind of like how we're doing this now. I would meet with these other business owners, and another member of my networking group came up on BeeKonnected, and he introduced me to it because we had built this rapport and we're hosting a networking group together. And we're like, well, why don't we do it over on BeeKonnected? Because it has all the tools for us to do it really easy.
Yeah, absolutely. So you hear about it through kind of a network group. What convinced you to take the plunge into BeeKonnected? I'm sure you were using other tools and things like that. What were some of the things when you learned about BeeKonnected that you were intrigued by the most?
We were using Zoom. So Zoom was great, but the free version was a little limited. And I saw that I had more tools for the free version over here. And then it was just a more affordable tool. So ultimately, I used it as a Zoom replacement. And that's where I kind of started my journey in BeeKonnected. And then I just explored more of the tools that we have.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of people are doing that too, is just taking a look at what Zoom is. And Zoom, in my opinion and experience, is actually taking away features. They're removing storage, they're removing features, and they're making you pay more for that. Whereas BeeKonnected is kind of doing the opposite. They are giving you more storage, more features. David, that's something that you really pride yourself on, is some of the things that you can do on BeeKonnected that you cannot do with other platforms like Zoom, that you love the most.
All right, so yeah, absolutely. So one of the features that I love the most is conversions. If you're going to go live on anything, you need conversions, and the fact that you can do conversions and branding. By branding our sidebar, by adding conversions that are in people's face where they don't have to look in a chat, and you can just point and say click there. It makes BeeKonnected a standout, and everybody that we show, as soon as they see that feature, they're like, oh my gosh, this is such a difference, and they love it. So it's no surprise that Angela liked this as well, because I know she does an excellent job with branding herself and her mortgage company on the platform.
Yeah, I'll tag onto that. That was my favorite part. I go into my room and it looks just like Angela Ma at Nexa Mortgage. It's all about me. It's not about, they come into my meeting room and they know exactly who they're talking to. So I love being able to custom brand it, have my call to actions to the left for whatever I need. A lot of the times I have apply for a mortgage or schedule a time with me, because these are great to host webinars on. It makes it so much more to get your business on so many more eyes than doing those one-on-one conversations all the time.
Yeah, and good luck trying to customize anything on Zoom, right? There's no dynamic links, there's no customization. It looks like a Zoom meeting, like every other Zoom meeting, but there's a visual look and feel that you don't get anywhere else that you can get on BeeKonnected, which is really good. So I guess to that end, Angela, is that kind of what you use BeeKonnected the most for? Are you mostly using the K2K platform to host meetings and things like that? What are some of the things that you use BeeKonnected with on a regular basis as a power user of BeeKonnected?
Yeah, for BeeKonnected, I'm always in my K2K room. I'm meeting here constantly. I'm also a mom, so what you don't know is my little guy's over in the other room, and I can't really go and take him to coffee meetings or networking meetings, but I can hop on a meeting in my office and still have my kids. So it's so friendly for those people that, whether you're talking to somebody across the country, you can just really connect in your care to connect room so much easier. And I know we have those other alternatives, but I really do love the custom branding, how easy it is to log on. I don't know if you've logged into Zoom, but it kind of like pops all over when I have 3 screens. I just log in and it's so simple.
Yeah, and I think another fact that we don't talk enough about on the K2K platform is that it's browser based. There's no complicated app that you need to get. How many times have you tried to get into Zoom? Zoom kicked you out. You have to log back in. You don't know the password. And now all of a sudden you're running 5-10 minutes late for your meeting just because you can't remember the password or there's issues with the app. With BeeKonnected, it's browser based. So you can access it from any device seamlessly, really quickly and easily. And you're only a few seconds away from hopping into a meeting wherever you are in the world. That is a major thing that I think a lot of people don't realize. And that's one of the, I think the cool advantages of BeeKonnected. There's really a lot of impressive things about BeeKonnected. I'm curious to hear, is there anything else that you love or are most impressed by, Angela, when it comes to BeeKonnected?
Well, the branding again, my meeting room is my name. Like, it's not this big, long, jumbled thing. So when I need to connect with somebody really simply, I don't have to go find my Zoom link. I know what my meeting room link is because it's the same every single time. It's so simple. I could be on a phone call with somebody and be like, jump in my room with me. It takes 2 seconds. And no updating an app. You just pull it up. It's so nice. I hardly ever talk on the phone anymore. It's always in here.
Angela, do you use groups at all, or do you use the replays or any of the other features?
Yes, we haven't even touched on the replays. The replays are amazing because I had a friend just the other day send me a YouTube link and I got distracted by all of the stuff to the side. And I was like, oh, well, I send my replay link. It's all about me. So I can direct them to whatever next call to action or another video that I want to direct them to because I have those 3 customized buttons. And it's all about me. They're not focused or distracted on anything else. They're in my replay learning about mortgage. So they're not clicking on something else and watching a video or a movie or getting distracted. They're focused on my cell, if you will.
And I think it's also impressive, just like you said, Angela, you have your own branding, whether it's your company name or your name itself can be a part of your URL. So you could just tell people whenever you say, okay, we'll hop into my Zoom link, they're always like, send me the link, because there's no way they can remember all of the combination of random letters and numbers that go hand in hand with those types of links. But to be able to brand yourself and go to frankfrausto.beekonnected/meeting or something like that. Oh, that's it? That you have your own URL on this platform? That's you can easily remember that. You could put that on a business card if you wanted to. There's so many different ways that is valuable to you, where you get that custom branding, that custom link as a part of that platform.
Yeah, I just feel more professional in my meeting rooms now, which is nice as a newer business owner and so simple to use. It takes just a couple of minutes to update.
Nice. What other systems or tools or softwares were you using prior to BeeKonnected, and how does that stack up? How does it stack up doing business before BeeKonnected and with BeeKonnected?
Yeah, I was using them all. Facebook, Eventbrite, YouTube, kind of getting them all over. But now I can create an event inside of BeeKonnected. I can host it on BeeKonnected. I can put my replay there. And so I can still use those tools, but now it's just one simple step.
Yeah, that's really common. We're here, a lot of people do that, and they love the fact that they can do everything all in one. And there's some significant cost savings really when you do that. I mean, I would challenge anybody to stack up all of the softwares that they're currently using that BeeKonnected can replace, and figure out what you are paying on a monthly basis for all of those enterprise level tools that you have, and then take a look at BeeKonnected and how it stacks up. And then when you add up all the other things you said, Angela, if it's browser based with all the customization, with more storage, with more features, and at less than what you're currently using, I mean, it's a little bit of a no-brainer for most businesses to at least go out and try that out. And so I guess to that end, what advice, for somebody that maybe does go through that exercise or is thinking about BeeKonnected, they're where you were, Angela, right? They've been to a networking event and now they're hearing about BeeKonnected. What advice would you give to a business owner or single parent or anybody that's kind of that you've been in their shoes when they're thinking about BeeKonnected? Anything come to mind? Any advice that you would give?
Yeah, I'd say go for it. It's one of the more simple tools. I am pretty green to the entrepreneur space, so it was nice to just find a platform where I can do everything at once and not make it complicated. I mean, there's 1,000 different platforms out there where you can run your business, but they truly made it simple for the business owner to come in here and do business. I can come in, like I said, host my shows, get replays, connect with other business owners, not bots, which is another really nice thing is I'm connecting with real people instead of trying to get scammed, or maybe it's not the actual person. I don't know about you, but when I try and connect on other platforms and it's somebody that might be famous or a big name, there's about 20,000 different fake accounts, so you never know. It can be a little misleading, and here you can't do that. So if you are an influencer and you don't want people to
impersonate you.
Yes, impersonate you. This is another great platform because now people can't come in and scam your following because you can't have a bot. So people know that it's authentically you, which is another thing is I like being in here and creating authentic relationships.
Yeah, that's such a great point. And I don't think one that we've addressed, David, in any of our chats before is if you're trying to build a following, nobody really knows what your true follower count is on some of these other social platforms. There's a huge discrepancy between the number of followers. You might have 1 million quote unquote followers and only 10 likes on most of your posts, which leads people to believe that you don't really have 1 million followers. You have a lot less than that. And so it's tough to calculate for a business, for an influencer, for any of those folks, what the true value is or what the true follower count is for some of that. And BeeKonnected really solves for all of that because there are no bots. There's no way to sign up or to artificially pump up your follower count with this, which makes that an ideal platform for either influencers or businesses that want to do business with influencers, because you can really see the true follower count and the true engagement rate via BeeKonnected.
We also have on this platform our premium content. So instead of just having a bunch of followers, you could actually charge for real followers. They can get on our groups and charge for a group. They could charge $5 a person. And if they only had 1,000 people in that group, that could be $5,000 a month going directly to their Stripe account. BeeKonnected doesn't get any of that. So I think what's happening with influencers, and I know, Angela, you're talking to a lot of influencers now, they're seeing the power of the premium content and that third-party income that they can make by creating courses on our platform or doing premium groups or charging for actual shows or live streams, and all that money going to them. And that's getting pretty excited. I know, Angela, you've talked to a numerous amount of influencers. Do you want to speak on how excited they are about some of those tools?
They love it because they've already done the hard work and created the following. So really all they have to do is come in here and promote their business, promote their brand, and everyone asks about the platform. Every time I get into a meeting and I'm talking about mortgage, everybody's always like, what is this platform? So it's really an easy way for them to make passive residual income just by promoting their brand that they've already built.
Talk about that really quickly too, both of you guys. I think that is something that I've never really seen in the industry. I've always seen, if you are an influencer, and I've done and managed influencer campaigns for other companies and things like that. If you're an influencer, the challenge is you make content, you make a little bit of money. You make more content, you make a little bit more money. But you're always on that treadmill, that hamster wheel of having to make content. And if you don't constantly make content, you're not making money. And BeeKonnected solves for this with kind of that residual, the opportunity to make residual income for anybody that gets to sign up for BeeKonnected. David, maybe can you talk a little bit about that? And I'd love to hear both of you talk about, have you ever seen a program that sort of monetizes like this? Because I know you guys, both two of you have been a part of different organizations before like this in the past.
Well, what I like is, like you said, when you create content, it's all based on views. Mm-hmm. And if you look at how many views you need to get paid a certain amount of money, it could be a significant amount of views per the content. Well, like Angela said, some of these people have already built up this base. And the reason people follow other people is they like what they do. So let's say there's a fitness influencer that they like. They're following them because they like their content, but they might also like the results that they got, and they may be looking for results themselves. So for example, a fitness influencer could come to BeeKonnected, start their own group and say, hey guys, I'm going to drop my diet tips, or every day I train, I'm going to give you exactly what I trained today in this group. But to access this content, it's going to be $10 or $20 a month, you know? So, you know, I think it's, I forget what it was, to make $1,000 on TikTok. I think you almost needed like 1 million views. It's something like that. I don't know the exact quote there. But over here, you know, at $20 a pop, if you had 1,000 people that followed, and some of these influencers have way more than that, that's $20,000 a month. That has nothing to do with views. And you're just going to throw in your Stripe account. And so it's a pass through. BeeKonnected doesn't make any of that money. It goes right to the influencer or anybody in the group. And if they're charging monthly for that, that's obviously monthly income that they can rely on. And I know people that have had platforms and their YouTubes got shut down or their TikToks got shut down and all their income kind of went away before. So this is a great way to monetize that. Also, you know, course creation, you know, like a fitness influencer, again, just as an example, can come in here and build a course on, you know, my diets, my trainings, this and that, and sell a course, sell it monthly or sell it one time. And then they can do live shows too. Maybe they're at a gym and they want to do a live stream right from the gym. And hey, I'm going to show you my workout today, but to attend my, you know, it's going to be a $20 one-time fee. Mm-hmm. And so there's lots of different ways to monetize on the platform. And it just doesn't have to be influencers. It could be, you know, conventional businesses. You know, you could do a fundraiser, for example. You know, let's say you're trying to raise money for something and you go live and you could say, okay, all proceeds are going to go to this fundraiser, and you make it very easy to charge for that live event, and all that money goes to that person and they can divvy it up. So a lot of ways over here on BeeKonnected that work very, very well for influencers.
Yeah. And you don't have to have a following, which is nice. I know on TikTok you have to hit X amount of followers before you can start really monetizing the platform. Mm-hmm. Here you can have one and monetize. Like you don't have these crazy expectations on the platform to really start monetizing it. You can start monetizing day one and not have to build that following.
And Angela, you work with a lot of influencers or talk with a lot of influencers. Are there specific pain points that they come to you and say, hey, I would love a solution that, you know, I'm making decent money doing what I'm doing, but I would love another solution here, or something about BeeKonnected that really intrigues them? Anything come to mind as you've talked to a bunch of influencers in your day-to-day?
When I connected with one of the most recent influencers, they told us that one of the platforms takes 50% of their profits.
Wow.
Yeah, so when that came up, we're like, that's incredible, because taking 50% of your profits for everything that your hard work is doing, BeeKonnected doesn't do that. I think Johnny Reed was like, we should call the cops because it feels like they're robbing you.
Yeah. And I think real quick on the other side, another thing that I think influencers will really like about BeeKonnected is, just like you were saying, Angela, you have your own either premium content or course or whatever it is, but you've got to send people off of the platform in order to get that. So you have a big audience on one of the social platforms, and then you say, okay, go to my Patreon, go to my Kajabians or whatever it is, and then they need to sign up there, versus having it all under one ecosystem. If you bring some of those people in that following here, you can put your same courses, your same content, everything here on BeeKonnected, and then just send them a link that just goes right into that. Or they're already on your profile, you can link that to any of your K2K your K2K links on the left-hand side and monetize that instantly without sending them to another platform and then lowering your conversion rate.